I'm going to hand over to the Director of the CHR, Professor Heidi Grunebaum.
Good evening. I'm so excited. This is amazing. Honorable Minister Nzimande, Rector and Vice-Chancellor Professor Pretorius, Rector and Vice-Chancellor Designate Professor Balfour, Deputy Vice-Chancellors Matete Madiba, Jose Franz, Professors, Consul Generals, Ambassador, guests from the DSTI and NRF, and international partners and distinguished guests. More than a decade ago, the CHR was involved in deliberations across South Africa, or South African universities, to produce a charter for the humanities and social sciences. Launched 10 years ago to the month, if I recall, the charter inaugurated an affirmative and transformative, as well as worldly vision for higher education, in which the humanities was called to play a foundational role. The CHR has continued to abide by the Charter's commitment to a post-apartheid humanities that would shape a 21st century vision for societal transformation in South Africa, embedded in the continent as much as in the rest of the world. Over the past 10 years, the National Institute for the Humanities and Social Sciences has extended absolutely crucial support to the CHR as a catalytic hub, along with the Andrew W. Mellon Foundation, which has since withdrawn from South Africa to establish itself, the CHR, sorry for the run-along sentence, as one of South Africa's leading humanities research centers with a substantial international profile. With the crucial support, the CHR was able to scale up its ambitions, making a bid for a national flagship, which was granted through the award by the DSI and NRF in 2016 of a national flagship program in the humanities, the only one in South Africa. Through the flagship, one of our commitments to the DSI and NRF was to secure a facility in the heart of the city in order to create pathways of movement of young people between urban, peri-urban, and rural areas, for youth trapped in the iron cage of apartheid's enduring social partitions and spatial divisions. Over the past years of the CHR's fellowship program, some 300 stellar graduates have graduated through, and many have been employed across the higher education sector in positions at the University of Cape Town, Stellenbosch, Wits, Free State, Fort Hare, and Pretoria, at the universities of Nsukka in Nigeria, Malawi, Zambia, and Rwanda, as well as Edinburgh, Leeds, and Wesleyan universities, amongst others. 12 of our graduates have been employed in various departments in the Arts and Humanities faculty at UWC, and still others have taken up positions at Ditsong, the Robben Island Museum, the Iziko Museums, Zeitz Museum of Contemporary African Art, the Durban Art Gallery, and others. The flagship has produced some 253 research outputs as books, edited volumes, journal special issues, journal articles, and book chapters, many as international publications, and some 50 exhibitions, films, musical compositions, public arts interventions, puppetry and theater performances have been produced through the program, emerging from a massive research project built around our 3 arts interventions in this space in Iyatsiba, in puppetry, kinetic objects, documentary film, and sound. The CHR's new Archival Visions program, which is a university-wide program incubating at our center, together with the Saatchi Chair in Visual History and Theory, also based at the center, are recharging the university's archival and arts collections for publicly situating the arts and the university's research outputs. Our sound program has developed an ongoing partnership with the Akademie der Künste in Berlin and Deutschlandfunk, the national public broadcaster in Germany, We've partnered with Encounters International Film Festival on their inaugural Iliso Letu Documentary Film Symposium, and with Cape Town TV to screen a number of documentary films that have emerged out of the CHR's film program to a monthly viewership of 1.5 million. And through our program in puppetry and kinetic objects, we've created prospects for mobility and an impressive pipeline, and of course this is all collective work, but an impressive pipeline for rural youth to enter higher education with our partner organization, Net for Pret in Barrydale, and an arts education NGO in Dwas River Valley, based at the Boshendal Estate. Most recently, the work in Barrydale has given rise to the CHR's resident puppetry company, the Ukwanda Puppetry and Arts Collective, being invited into a new massive international public arts project on the climate crisis. Ukwanda's been commissioned to design and create the prototypes of 600 life-sized animal puppets which will walk 20,000 kilometers in 2025, beginning in Kinshasa, the DRC. Why not Cape Town? But we're going to start in DRC and end in Norway, in the city of Svalbard in the Arctic Circle. This 20,000 kilometer public art project called The Herds is directed by Nizar Al-Zouabi and is produced in partnership with Ukwanda and with the University of the Arts London, as well as a large international cohort of participating institutions. Later, at the end of this program, we invite you into the Iyatsiba Gallery to view the inaugural exhibition of Ukwanda, Puppets Have More Volume, curated by Professor Rory Bester. Our long-standing international partnerships with the ICGC at the University of Minnesota, represented tonight by its director, Karen Brown, has been matched by our partnership with the Saatchi Chair in Social Change at Fort Hare University across some 16 annual winter schools that have seen some 1,200 postgraduate fellows, academics, and artists participate in our annual convening, the latest installment of which ended this past Friday. This has been joined by more recent partnerships with the University of Virginia, the Kate Hamburger Research Center, Global Disconnect at LMU in Munich, represented tonight by its director, Christopher Balmer, the Dahlem Humanities Center in Berlin, the Book Bank in Kenya, as well as the Kenyan Institute for Puppetry Arts and the University Nacional San Martin School of Dramatic Arts in Argentina, to name a few. An exciting new development in which the CHR's partnership with the Trinity Long Room Hub at Trinity College, Dublin, culminated in 2023 with the award to the CHR by the Irish Department of Foreign Affairs of a reciprocal Irish-South Africa research chair named the Charlotte Matleke Mary Robinson Research Chair. This chair is bringing scholars and cultural practitioners from Ireland to Southern Africa, and we're thrilled to have with us tonight the current chair incumbent, world-renowned visual artist from Belfast, Rita Duffy. The CHR's method of postgraduate education and advanced research in the arts and politics, in society and ecology, in technology and the human, have opened new approaches for pedagogical practices that would animate the desire for thought and the desire for study. While the disconnection between the university, the city, and the world has been a long-standing concern for the CHR and theorized in a number of publications, including former CHR Director Premesh Lalu's book, Undoing Apartheid, our intervention in the spatial conditions of a society that has reproduced the racialized experience of alienation and disconnection has been enabled through taking occupation of this incredible space, the Iyatsiba Lab in Woodstock. This is the generosity and vitality of the humanities, which have enabled UWC's return to the erstwhile white city. Through this next exhilarating phase in the life of the CHR, UWC has committed to redistributing the intellectual landscape of the city, connecting rural, urban, and peri-urban cartographies through a project that connects youth mobility, arts education, local, national, and international partnerships, and a robust training in postgraduate scholarship. The refurbishment of this heritage building that was a former primary school was authored by the fantastic architect Ilse Wolff, who's here with us tonight, of Wolff Architects. Ilse took inspiration from the CHR's ambition for the humanities, with the work of art at the heart of its endeavors, transforming this erstwhile primary school located inside the former municipal boundaries of the White City into a space for education, for thought, for making, adequate to the ideas and ambitions that animate it. Thank you, Ilse. The proposed naming of the space as the Iyatsiba Lab has been inspired by the possibilities of movement that inhere in the word and that reflect in turn the many layers and levels at which the CHR works across disciplines, community, society, theory, practice, and research. Iyatsiba in isiXhosa means it is jumping, which calls up the transgenerational dialogues, the new ecologies of knowledge, and public arts interventions that are unfolding as the university jumps from the Cape Flats into the city and back again. This remarkable achievement would not be possible without the enormous energy, commitment, and shared vision of the CHR's remarkable group of academics, administrators, and arts educators, as well as its postgraduate fellows and artists. It would certainly not be possible without the leadership of UWC's outgoing rector and vice-chancellor, Professor Tyrone Pretorius, who was persuaded by the CHR's proposition on the university and has never stopped supporting the project. Professor Pretorius has offered the CHR his support, as well as enormous latitude to do our work in building UWC's public and international standing. With the rector, advisor to the rector Larry Pokpas, director of institutional planning Louise Dippenaar, special projects head Nasima Badsha, Professors Frans and Madiba, the DVCs of research and student development, respectively, the Dean of the Faculty of Arts and Humanities, Professor Monwabisi Khalakhala, as well as the International Relations Office, Umesh Bauer, all have journeyed with us as we have given expression to the university's commitments to its rural constituencies and its international ambitions. When the Mellon Foundation withdrew from South Africa, the Office of the DVC Research stepped in to make sure that this project would not fail, a sign, no doubt, of a healthy institution. We welcome here to Iyatsiba tonight the Rector and Vice-Chancellor Designate, Professor Robert Balfour, and look forward to working with you to make UWC the university of choice in the humanities. And if I may abuse my role as speaker, we would love to invite you into a conversation on your ideas of the university and its relation to the humanities. Without further ado, I would like to present a film directed by Simone Momplé and Premesh Lalu on the CHR called Making Freedom. Thank you.